what makes a trampoline park deserve a 1-star rating. Today, I'm going to be testing the world's worst rated trampoline parks that should be banned. And you're probably wondering why. My goal is to prove that not all trampoline park reviews are true.
It's false.
So to achieve this, I'm on a mission to test 2 of the worst rated trampoline parks to see if they're actually that bad. Starting with
altitude. And while this place looks great from the outside, the reviews don't look so great.
The only rule is I have to leave a 5-star review for each trampoline park. But I can't lie. And at the end of this video, we're going to the biggest trampoline park, but it has some of the scariest reviews I've ever seen.
Starting with review number 1 from Brock W. Quote, "Trampolines are trash. The beds were so loose, saggy, and old. For how much they charge to get in, you'd think they could buy new trampoline beds. 1 star. Okay, you know what? Nothing is worse than a trampoline park that has saggy trampoline beds.
And nobody wants to go on old trampolines if there's parks with new ones.
But it doesn't stop there. The reviews get worse. The next one is from Tanner F. Quote, "The inside of this park is way too dark. Can they afford lights? I couldn't see anything while I was jumping. Basically made every flip a blind landing. Very unsafe. Would never come back. 1 star. Guys, it said there's no lights inside. How are we going to be able to do flips if we can't see the ground when we're landing? Shouldn't a trampoline park have lights?
100%. I'm honestly really scared right now.
And even though we're scared, we should be more scared because the reviews get worse." The next one is from Beth W. Quote, "The pizza here tastes like cardboard marinated in regret. Also, none of the games here work. It's like they forgot to pay the power bill. Why is there so many comments about the lights and the power bill? Is there no electricity inside? With how hot it is out here, I wonder if there's even AC in there."
This sounds like a really bad park. I don't even know if we should go in there.
You know what? Enough reading the reviews. Let's go inside and test this out to see if this is true or false. Come on. We just got inside and the AC actually feels really good and it smells like fresh paint. Maybe they did a little renovation, but I don't know. These reviews are terrible, so let's check in and go test it for ourselves. No one at the desk. Does that mean this is free?
Honestly, I don't even know, but I don't see anybody in here.
All right, I guess there's someone coming to check us in. We got to check in.
All right, $67, okay. Thank you.
Honestly, that was pretty expensive for an hour and a half to jump and these socks, but the socks do look kind of cool. And they are blue, which is one of my favorite colors, but we have to get into the real dirt because I'm scared to test this place out. And so far, it does look really dark in here. So that review's looking true so far. Hopefully the other ones are not. Let's go test and rate all the amenities. Come on. All right, this is our first reaction to this park. Oh my gosh, wait, this place looks huge. And it actually looks like it's brand new. Well, most of it, but the lights are extremely dark.
I definitely was gonna say it looks very clean, but it is really dark in here.
All right, we gotta test and rate every single thing. So let's go to the back of the park and start first. All right, there is a ginormous trampoline park court right here. And honestly, it looks really new. Oh, bro, jump on that.
These are not saggy. This is actually like really, really bouncy.
Oh my gosh, guys. And the padding actually is brand new. Jump onto it, see it?
That's actually really, really squishy.
But we need to put this really to the test and try a flip onto it. That's how you would accidentally land. Here we go. And, oh, that actually didn't hurt and it was soft. Oh, let's go check out the walls in the back and see if those are bouncy too. Come on. Oh, yo, that slingshotted me forward. I want to try that again. Oh, dude, you go, try it. Oh my gosh, before we came in here, it said all the trampolines were saggy and old, but so far, it does not look like that. It looks like everything's brand new.
Not at all. It's honestly really, really nice.
Next challenge, we're gonna see who can flip all the way down the most trampolines without stopping. I'll go first. Here we go. All the way down each one. And still going. Whoa, John Michael. No. Oh my gosh. Ah, I made it all the way to the end. John Michael, you have to try that.
Let's give it a shot.
1, 2, no way, 3. He's still going backwards. He made it halfway, but honestly, that was still good.
That was really, really bouncy, but these pads are really, really nice to land on.
And because the pads are nice to land on and it was bouncy, I'm honestly gonna have to give this trampoline park court 4.5 stars. It would have 5, but it is a little dark.
I definitely apparently didn't see where I was going because it's so dark, so I'm gonna give it 4.5 stars.
Let's go test and rate all the other things in here because these reviews are scary. Next, we're gonna test the stunt jump. There's two things you have to test. The first thing is how bouncy the trampoline is, and the second thing is how soft the airbag you land on is. I'll go first, and I'm gonna do one of my favorite flips. Here we go. Oh my gosh. That was so fun, and it did not hurt at all. It's like a cloud. Try it. So fun. Look at how bouncy the trampoline is.
It really is really, really bouncy. Let's see.
Whoa.
Whoa, that was really fun.
Woo! Okay, honestly, I'm gonna have to give this thing 5 stars because the lighting is way better in here and it was perfectly fun.
100%, and it's super, super safe. I'm gonna give it 5 stars as well.
We need to go check out the rest of the park because this thing is massive. Come on. And this is actually a good sign because there's padding all right here where you could hit the trampoline. It's actually extra safe, which confirms 5 stars. Next, we're gonna test and rate the battle beam, which has lava underneath it, and the first person to fall in loses. Let's go. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, joust. Ow! Why'd I do that? Come on. Ah! Up! Ah! It was like a tie. We both fell, and although this looks like lava, it's actually pretty soft, which didn't hurt at all to land on.
Even though he hit me really hard with the sword, it was so soft, so this is so safe, and the landing was honestly like a cloud.
And the battle beam has good padding on it, and it's pretty wide. I honestly have to give this battle beam area 5 stars.
100%, 5 stars.
And that's actually kind of confusing because the reviews for this place said it was terrible. They must have changed a bunch of things in here since people left those reviews. Next, we're gonna test the games, and I see lights on it, which is actually the opposite of what the review said because it said there was no power. So to test this out, I'm gonna try to do a wall flip off of this.
Honestly, let's do it.
All right, let's see who can land it first. Here we go. Oh, that was actually so fun. Oh!
Oh my God, I did not think I was gonna land that.
Dude, that was crazy. Because that was a lot of fun, but this is a little dark over here. I'm gonna have to give it 4 stars.
I'm gonna agree with that. 4 stars for sure.
All right, well, let's go test out some more stuff. Next, we're gonna test out the basketball court, which is one of the most popular things at trampoline parks. So this should have a really high standard if it's inside a park this big. Nice. You can actually see all of the rims are padded, which is a sign of safety. Oh! Yo, it can hold my weight, which is actually a good thing. Oh, but the air track that you have to bounce on to go up to it is a little deflating. So I'm gonna jump as hard as I can, see if I bottom out. And if I don't, it's safe. And if I do, it's not. All right, let's get a big dunk. No, I missed. Oh my gosh, I'm so bad at basketball. Probably because I'm using a soccer ball. You try a dunk. See how bouncy the air track is when you do it. Testing the air track. Oh! All right, if he made it, I have to. Oh! Did it pop out? I'm so bad at basketball, and because of that, I don't like this game. And the air track could use a little bit more air. On top of that, it's extremely dark in here. I could barely see anything. I'm gonna have to give this 4 stars.
I agree with him 100%. The air track could definitely be a little more bouncy, and it is super dark to where I could barely even see the rim. So I'm gonna give it 3.5 stars.
Oh my gosh, that's even worse. And what's even worse than that is the reviews that we're gonna test. There's a couple more amenities and attractions we need to check out first. Come on. Next, we're gonna check out the dodgeball court, which is completely empty. And honestly, some of the reviews said this place was overcrowded, but I don't see anyone in here.
100%. This is absolutely an empty dodgeball court.
So we need to check out if the trampolines are bouncy, if the padding is safe, and if the balls are good before we can rate this court. Let's go. Oh, let's see how soft the balls are. Ready?
Oh!
Ah! Did it hurt?
Actually, that did not hurt at all. The balls are super, super soft, and they look like they're in really good condition. Let's look.
Hit me with one. Oh! I must be sensitive. That definitely did not feel good. Ah! But it's probably because he threw the ball extremely hard. So let's check out the trampolines and the padding before we can give this thing an overall rating. Come on. That's pretty squishy. Now let's see if I can do a flip on the trampoline. And you know what? Let me flip over you. Go sit on that purple mat. Subscribe if you love trampolines. Oh! Oh! Ow, I don't like that. Even though the ball did not feel good, the padding and the trampolines were pretty good.
These balls feel brand new, look brand new, and have no tears in them.
But it is still dark inside of this court.
I will say this is, I think, the darkest place that we've been in so far.
And these do not glow in the dark, so you may not see them coming. So overall, mainly because of the light, I'm gonna have to give this court 4 stars.
I'm gonna give it 4.5 stars because the trampolines, the padding, and the balls are all in really good condition.
Duck. Next, we're gonna check out this playground slide obstacle course thing. I don't know, looks like it's made for kids, so it's probably not gonna be that fun, but we still have to test it to give it a rating. Come on.
Let's do it.
These feel squishy. At least it's like pillows. It's at least safe. All right, I mean, it looks good. This is pretty high up, and there's a net. Ugh. It's a strong net. At least no kids are gonna fall through that. It's a positive sign. Now there's a massive slide here. We have to go down it to test it out. So who wants to go first? Whoa. That's about an 8 to 10 foot drop. I'll go first.
All right.
All right, at first I thought that was gonna get 5 stars, but after going down that slide, I'm gonna have to give that thing 2.5 stars.
Honestly, that was really scary, and it was so dark you couldn't even see where you were going. I agree, 3 stars.
That was the lowest rated thing in this entire park, but now it's time to test the reviews, which are even worse. Review number 1 comes from Brock W. Quote, "The trampolines are trash. The beds were so loose, saggy, and old. For how much they charge you to get in, you'd think they could buy new trampoline beds. 1 star. Honestly, after jumping on the entire court and checking out the trampolines in here, I'd have to say that that is not true.
But just to be sure, we need to jump on every single trampoline and make sure that all of them are the same.
Let's go. All right, boom, 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 boom. I'm coming, I'm coming. Ah! 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 Got it. Oh, oh, oh. Okay, that's enough trampolines. Every single one of them are so bouncy. Whew. Well, after testing all those trampolines, that review is definitely false. And review number 2 comes from Tanner F. Quote, "The inside of the park is way too dark. Can they not afford lights? I couldn't see anything while I was jumping. Basically made every flip a blind landing. Very unsafe. Would never come back. 1 star. We did fall in a couple of flips, but there is good lighting over here on the trampoline park court, but there's bad lighting over there on the dodgeball court."
Honestly, anywhere there's trampolines, there should always be good lighting so that way you can see what you're doing 100%.
Definitely. So that review from Tanner about there being bad lighting is actually true. And since one of these reviews is not true, I don't know what to believe, so we need to test the rest of these reviews just to make sure. The next review comes from Beth W. Quote, "The pizza here tastes like cardboard marinated in regret, and none of the games here work. It's like they forgot to pay the power bill." End quote, 1 star. Okay, to test if the pizza's actually good or bad, we need to go get some. And also, we need to test all the games in here to see if the power's working, and all of them. Let's go.
Let's go.
Since this trampoline park is half arcades, it's time to come test out all of the games and see if they have power. The review said they didn't. I mean, look, the air hockey table literally has all the lights turned on. It must work.
Yeah, no, I mean, all the lights are on except for one thing over there, but for the most part, everything else has power.
Let's see what other games are on and off. This is the world's biggest claw machine. I've literally never seen a claw machine this big. Oh my gosh. You could literally crawl inside of the... Of course, they have it blocked off. That's smart. But there is power in most of these games. Let's go check out the back wall because it looks a little darker.
But I noticed something, Jack.
What?
Watch out. Game temporarily unavailable. So maybe they all have power, but they don't work.
No, not the giant claw machine. That's like the funnest one in here. How's that the one that doesn't work? Okay, let's check out the back. So obviously the lights are coming on the edge, but the screen is off. So this game does not work either. And this one doesn't work either.
And also the one right next to it doesn't work.
And if you love basketball, well, you're out of luck because a basketball machine does not have power either. So far, half of Beth's review is kind of true because a lot of the games here don't work. But we still need to go test the pizza to see if it tastes like cardboard, marinated in regret. Come on, pepperoni or cheese?
I like cheese.
All right, can't go wrong with cheese. Just 1 slice, please.
Person of pizzas, like small.
Oh, word, like a little circle?
Yeah.
Fire.
Any drinks or anything like that?
Nah, we'll split it. We're on a double date. Oh, $5.27. That's not bad for a personal pizza. Cheaper than going to McDonald's now. Lucky number 11. Gotta taste good. While we wait on the pizza to get cooked, we're gonna test the next review, which comes from Danny B. Quote, "The battle beam swords were so stiff, it felt like a piece of wood. Plus, the airbag underneath that was supposed to help your landing doesn't. It was 50% deflated, and I rolled my ankle falling onto it. Used to love this place, never returning again." So far, everything else was not true. We already went on the battle beam and it was actually really fun. The airbag was awesome and the battle beam swords were brand new.
The swords were really, really soft. And is he talking about the cloud that we landed on? Because when I landed on that thing, I literally felt like I was on a cloud.
It was actually very safe. It looks like the lava's blown up all the way. Ah! All the way to the ground, and I still feel air at the bottom of this thing. I'm gonna have to help you out. Oh, I'm saving Luke Skywalker.
All right, even with both of us in the same spot, it was still really comfortable. So I don't know what that review was talking about.
Plus, this is so squishy, it doesn't hurt at all when it hits you, right? Oh, okay. And I fell on this too, which actually was padded. But yeah, I'm gonna stick with that review is definitely false. They must have replaced this entire thing since somebody left that review.
100%. And if this was wood, would I be able to bend it in half?
The next review is from Blake L. Quote, "It's so crowded. I got double bounced into another dimension. Zero staff anywhere and forcing one person at a time on the trampoline. A total mess." End quote, 1 star. Now, the staff here was actually pretty cool, and I do see them walking around checking, and there's actually like nobody in here. We have this entire trampoline park to ourselves. To ourselves!
Yeah, definitely not crowded. There is literally nobody in sight.
And because of that, that definitely means that this review is absolutely false. And that's probably why nobody's here, because they see all these bad reviews and they're too scared to come. But actually, most of them aren't true. But before we can confirm that or not, we need to go test the cardboard marinated pizza and see if it's good. Come on, smells like pizza. I know we got some cooking up. All right, next couple of minutes, pizza's in the oven. Can't wait to see how good it is.
All right, honestly, I eat pizza a lot, so I will be the one to tell you if this is good or bad.
Smells like a little personal pizza. I mean, it doesn't smell terrible.
It doesn't look the most appetizing, I will say that.
It's got a thick crust. Maybe it's like Detroit deep dish pizza. Let's try this.
I like that idea.
Okay, honestly, it tastes a lot better than I thought. It doesn't taste like cardboard marinated.
It doesn't taste like cardboard marinated, but it could definitely use a little bit more cheese.
Even though some of the games were not working, the pizza is actually a lot better than that review said, so I'm gonna have to say that that's half false. And because I have to leave a 5-star review and I can't lie, it's time to leave some comments. This place may have terrible reviews, but most of them are not true. This park just renovated everything and looks completely different. Would 100% come back. 5 stars. They really did replace almost everything in this park. Half of these reviews are not true anymore, but the next trampoline park we're gonna go test has some awful reviews, and I'm really nervous to go there.
Wish us luck.
Even though that park had awful reviews, some of them weren't actually true. And the final park we're going to test is so popular, you probably have one in your town. But the most popular doesn't always mean the best. And in this case, this park has by far the worst reviews of them all. Let's go test them out.
And now for the biggest trampoline park chain in America and the scariest, Sky Zone. I've never tested the reviews at this location before, and I'm nervous. Review number 1 comes from Danielle. Quote, "This park sucks. It's only made for little kids. There's no super trampoline, no Ninja Warrior obstacle course, or anything extreme. All it has is small trampolines and a tiny playground that should be at your school, not here. Most popular, but most boring park I've ever been to. 1 star. This is a terrible review, and to be a trampoline park and not have a super tramp is an L.
Why does it even have a playground inside? It should have trampolines. It's a trampoline park.
Review number 2 comes from Ben A. Quote, "Way too crowded and was total chaos. Some kid threw a dodgeball at my face, and the worst part is the staff did nothing. Left a black eye, so I left a 1-star review. If a kid throws a dodgeball at my face and they don't know anything about that, that could be bad."
Yeah, how are they not supervising all these kids running around?
The worst thing is an overcrowded trampoline park, and this place sounds packed. It does look really nice from out here, but I don't know because these reviews are sus. There's another review from Parker B. Quote, "The slide shakes when you go down it. Probably the most dangerous thing I've ever been on. How was this thing not closed off? I reported it to the staff and they said they would fix it. Not sure if they ever did. Not safe for kids or anyone. 1 star. There's nothing but tons of 1-star reviews about this place. I'm so nervous to go in here, but I think it's time we do this and go see if these reviews are true or false.
I am so scared. My heart is beating out of my chest.
All right, let's do this. Come on, wish us luck. Look, you have to swim through an ocean just to get inside. My Crocs are gonna get wet. No. Ugh. L, no drains. There's no one to even check you in. All of the desks are empty. Does that mean that it's free to jump? Literally, look. Guys, I think it's free. This actually might be a really good park. But, I mean, we definitely got to get socks and pay. We can't just sneak in here, so there's literally no staff supervising. But this place is not overcrowded so far from what it looks like. They spotted us. We're getting socks. We almost literally just walked in here without having to get socks or pay, but now we have to sign our waiver. Life is getting signed away again. Every time I enter one of these places, you have to do this. We literally just filled out the waiver, but now there's no staff to check us in again. Is this free or not? I literally don't know. How are they supervising? Kids could just run in here.
No, literally, and I think there's maybe one person working the whole park, so how are they supposed to watch all the kids?
We need to test and rate all of these amenities first to see how good this park is, and I can already see that some of these reviews could be true. $11 for socks, well, I guess that's for 2 pairs, that's like $5.50 each, is not that bad. That's definitely giving me a great impression of this place. Now that we got our socks on, it's time to go test and rate all the amenities. And this place actually looks a lot bigger from the inside, so this could be pretty cool. The first thing we're gonna test is the basketball court over here, but I see the slide that said it was shaking in the reviews and to not use it, and it's still not blocked off. So we're gonna come back later and test this out, but I'm nervous. Oh my gosh, this basketball court is huge. And it looks like real wood.
But it's bouncy.
Oh! To be able to test and rate the basketball court, we're gonna see who can do the coolest dunk. I'll go first. Here we go. No! I missed! All right, you try.
Dude, we still got it.
Ah! He missed too, so I guess we're gonna try again. I gotta make the dunk, so I'm gonna take out the flip. Ah! Yeah! Shoo! You can't do it. That was actually sick. We got to go test and rate everything in here, but before we do, I actually noticed this spot right here, and there's a rip. So overall, I think I'm gonna have to test and rate this 4.5 stars. It would have been 5, but I don't know. There's a little rip there.
And I would say the same. 4.5 stars is what I'm going with. Now let's go check out the dodgeball court.
Come on. Next, we're at the dodgeball court, which we're gonna test out. And normally these trampolines are saggy, but this one feels actually really bouncy.
Yo, we're going so high.
See how high you can do a flip on here.
God, these are actually really, really bouncy.
Depending on how bouncy it is, will really affect how well this thing rates. And honestly, we both went super high, but we need to check the wall trampolines out because that's where they probably would leave them if they were gonna be bad and saggy. Here we go. Oh, I tried to flip into it. That was actually crazy. And it slingshotted me off. You go. I've never seen that. That was actually cool, bro. And honestly, there's not as many people in the dodgeball court as I thought. It said this place was overcrowded, but there's only a few. But to overall rate this, we have to see how safe it is. So let's see how good the wall padding is over here. Come check this out. I'm gonna try to flip off of it. See how strong it is. Oh, yo, that was actually really squishy. So I think it would help you if you hit the wall. You try it. Oh!
Oh my God, and I landed on this padding.
You totally didn't even see that. I tried to throw a ball at you.
I didn't even realize. The wall is very squishy, and I even landed on this padding, and it was really, really comfortable landing.
Next, we need to test the actual balls because sometimes they're ripped or have gum on them and they're nasty. But I see a few here. Let's check it out. Look at this. It actually has no rips or tears in it, and it feels good. Let's see how soft it is. No! Ah! One soft. But I'm kidding. Honestly, this is a pretty good trampoline park court. I'm gonna have to give this court 5 stars.
I'm also gonna give it 5 stars because the padding was really nice, the trampolines are really bouncy, and the balls are in perfect condition.
But there's still other parts of this park we have not tested yet. Maybe they only upgraded some and not the other. Let's keep exploring, come on. There's actually one more trampoline park court that we didn't know about on the other side. So we have to test these trampolines out too, just to make sure our rating was accurate.
Let's see who can do the coolest trick on that trampoline.
I'll go first. Oh my gosh, way bouncier than it looks. Am I bottoming out? No, I think there's another trampoline bed under there. Oh my gosh, that was actually one of the most bouncy trampoline park court trampolines I ever went on. You try it, dude. You landed directly on the padding.
The padding's really comfortable to land on though, I'm not gonna lie.
So I'm gonna stick with my rating.
Yeah, I'll stick with mine too.
All right, let's keep exploring, come on.
Let's go.
Oh, wait. This is closed? All right, I guess we gotta go that way to get down. This is not gonna work. I mean, all the trampolines were perfect, but the steps, I don't know. Let's go this way. Next, we're gonna test and rate out the swings. I'll go for the tall one on the bar and you go for the seat.
All right, let's do it.
Come on, let's go. All right, I'm gonna get it myself. Just because the guy way back there is chilling. So I guess we are now the new staff. No one's up here. All right, let's see how good the airbag is too. Good thing there was an airbag though there to catch you and made that landing really comfortable. This was completely inflated and actually the swing was really sturdy. So I'm gonna have to give this 5 stars.
I don't really agree. The swing was very sketchy. It was very scary and I hurt myself, so I'm gonna give it 4 stars.
Well, that's still a pretty high rating. Let's keep testing the rest of the park just to see if it's all good as everything's been so far. Next, we want to test out the zip line because that is so fun. I literally love zip lines and they're actually coming over to open this attraction for us. So they really are checking everything out, which is actually not what some of the reviews said. See, they're coming to open it for us and make sure that this is supervised. This is going to be so fun. But it does say it's closed off. I don't know if that's because no one's up there watching or if it was broken. Gonna hope it's just because no one was up there watching.
Yeah.
You wanna go first?
Yeah, I'll go first. Why not?
Okay, John Michael's gonna go first and they are supervising, which means this is probably safe. That's already a good sign, but you're still going first.
Okay, that was actually really, really fun. And the landing was actually super comfortable. Let's go check on Jack.
I'm really nervous, but he just went and it was safe, so I think it should be good. Here we go. Oh, I lawn chaired. Bro, that landing was crazy. But honestly, the airbag was really squishy. It didn't hurt at all, so that was actually really fun. So I'm gonna have to give that 5 stars. The staff came over and watched to make sure it was safe, and the landing pad was super soft, and the zip line didn't break on me.
I'm also gonna give that 5 stars because of everything Jack said. And when I landed, I felt like I landed on a cloud.
Well, there's still a few other things in here that seem a lot more scary than that did, so we still need to check them out before we can test all the reviews. Let's go right here. We're gonna test out this Ninja Warrior course, and this looks so fun. But if you fall onto the lava, then you're out. Let's see who can do this obstacle course faster. 3, 2, 1, go! On the wall and back. Keep going. Pounce! Oh my gosh! You did that in 6.43 seconds. Lightning speed, that was Sonic speed. And you know what, because of that, I'm gonna knuckle punch your time and beat it. Time me.
Go!
Oh my gosh!
5.7 seconds, y'all.
I do not know how I did that faster than John Michael. That was really fun, and I didn't fall and get hurt at all. So I'm also gonna have to give this 5 stars.
I thought I was gonna win, but I'm also gonna give it 5 stars.
Next, we're gonna test and rate the battle beam to see how good the sticks are for hitting each other and to see if the padding is soft when you fall. Well, when you fall, because you're going down. Get up there, buddy.
Never. You're going down.
No! No! Oh! I've fallen and I can't get up. Ow. Honestly, that fall did not hurt as bad as I thought, but a little heavy and bottomed out. I'm gonna have to give this 4 stars.
I'm gonna give it 5 stars because I won and I didn't fall, so I didn't.
You know what? Exactly. Now that we've tested and rated most of these attractions, it's time to test the reviews.
Actually, I'm a little scared, but this has been better than I thought. So let's see.
All right, review number 1 was from Daniel A. Quote, "This park sucks. It's only made for little kids. There's no super trampoline," which, after testing the entire park out, there's actually no super trampoline, which is true. But we gotta read the rest of the review to see if that whole thing is true or false. No Ninja Warrior obstacle course. There's an entire Ninja Warrior obstacle course right here. That's actually false. Or anything extreme. Well, I would say this slide is extreme and there was a Ninja Warrior obstacle course. So far this review is actually not true. All it has is small trampolines and a tiny playground that should be at your school, not here. Most popular but most boring park I've ever been to. Well, here's a tiny playground, and to be honest, for a kid, that literally looks like a 3-story tall playground. I'm gonna have to say that's actually not tiny. And there was some pretty extreme things in here, so I'm gonna have to say that first review is false. The next review is from Ben A. Quote, "Way too crowded and was total chaos. Some kid threw a dodgeball at my face, and the worst part is the staff did nothing. Left a black eye, so I left a 1-star review." And you know what? There was no one over here on this trampoline park court until we just came over here, and now there's kids. But let's see if anyone's gonna throw a dodgeball at our face.
Let's do it.
Woo! I got hit by a ball. Did you throw a ball at me? And literally the staff didn't do anything. Bro, how many balls did you throw at me?
I threw one. That one at the very end.
And 2 balls hit me. Okay, this place isn't overcrowded, but a kid did throw a ball at me. So I'm gonna have to say that that review is half true, if that's even a thing.
Yeah, half true.
But we need to test the rest of these reviews because they get even more sus. The next review comes from Parker B. Quote, the slide shakes when you go down it. Probably the most dangerous thing that I've ever been on. How was this thing not closed off? I reported it to the staff and they said they would fix it. Not sure if they ever did. Not safe for kids or anyone. Okay, you know what? We saw the slide as soon as we came in here, but we didn't test it yet. I think we should do rock, paper, scissors to see who has to go down and test it first.
Let's do it.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Boom. All right, you know what? I think you should go first, just like the zip line. Come on. Walk the plank. You have to go up this mountain of huge steps to get up there, which is already showing you how scary it is. It's blocked off. Go over it. It's not actually blocked off. That's just one of the sticks to grab that. But so far, it's not shaking. Oh, dude, I just missed the ground. I should look where I'm walking. Oh my gosh. Wait.
Test and rate this. Let's go down this.
All right, you're going first. Oh my gosh. It's officially open.
Well, the landing is pretty comfortable, but I think I got a little rug burn on my knees.
All right, 3, 2, 1. All right, that was actually a lot funner than I thought, and the mat was super squishy. That's pretty good. Well, Parker's quote about the slide shaking and no one fixing it, while I can't see if it was shaking before, I can definitely tell you right now that it was really sturdy and totally safe to go down, so I'd have to say that that review is false.
100%. It did not shake at all. It was super sturdy. I really can't believe that people make so much stuff up.
Tragic. The next review comes from Kelly C. Quote, the foam pit smells like expired milk and broken dreams. Worst of all, the foam pit swallowed my crock and it now lives there. Also on the way out, I think I touched a kid's old fruit snacks from 2017. 1 star, guys. We looked over this entire park and I haven't seen a foam pit yet, but I wasn't really looking for it. So let's go check just to see if there's actually a foam pit in here, because if there's not, that's false. Let's go look.
Well, there's 2 airbags right here, but that's not a pit. Let's keep looking.
Yeah, let's go. And over here is only a basketball court, games, and a Ninja Warrior course, which we already went down, and I didn't see any foam pit from over here.
I don't see anything either.
Dude, I literally do not see a foam pit anywhere in this entire place. And it's huge, but there's not one anywhere. And I can also confirm that there's no super tramp in here after coming up and seeing the entire park. So that review about dirty expired milk, fruit snacks, and a cross being in the pit, that's totally false, because there's not even a pit.
There's no trash anywhere in this place. I will say they keep it pretty clean.
Maybe they left a review for the wrong park for this one, but that definitely is false. And there's one more review that we have to test before we leave a 5-star review, and we can't lie. The last review is from Mary D. Quote, this park is so gross. I'm not sure if it's ever been cleaned. Floors have gum on them, bathroom smells like a middle school locker room, or even worse, a farm. And the trampoline beds have band-aids and snot rockets all over them. This is by far the worst review that I've read, and they gave it 1 star, which makes it even worse. Honestly, we have to go look for snot rockets,
Band-aids,
and all the other bad stuff this review said before we can see if it's true or not. Come on. All right, here's the bathroom. I'm scared. Smells like cleaning products, actually. I've seen cleaner bathrooms. There's some stuff on the floor. It's 4 stars. Because some trampoline park bathrooms are a lot worse. All right, let's get out. That doesn't smell like a farm or a middle school locker.
but we still need to check if there's gum on the floor.
Oh, I forgot. It did say that. But you know what?
The floors look pretty clean to me.
We need to fully inspect. Gum would probably get spit out near the trash can, so we got to check on the ground by the trash can. Oh, yeah. I see a couple spots that are natural by a trash can, but I don't see gum anywhere in this entire floor, so I'm gonna have to say no gum.
Definitely false.
All right, we're at the trampoline park court. Now, this is where all the trampoline padding is. It said there's snot rockets on here and Band-Aids, so let's look for both of those things. Oh, that's not a Band-Aid or a snot rocket. I don't see any yet. I gotta check the padding up here to make sure. Woo!
Yes.
What? Oh, literally in the very corner just before we gave up, there's a Band-Aid. Could be a fresh one, so I don't know if it's been here that long. I didn't see any snot rockets, so I'm gonna say that review is half true.
That looks too new to be an old Band-Aid.
But most of this park was actually really clean despite that review. So overall, I'm gonna have to say that that review is false.
100%. I honestly have been to a lot of trampoline parks, and this one is by far not the dirtiest one I've been to.
Even though this park didn't have a super trampoline, which is our favorite thing at trampoline parks, it was safe and we did have a lot of fun. I think we've seen enough here, and now it's time to leave a 5-star review.
Even though this park didn't have a super trampoline, which is my favorite thing, everything inside was pretty safe and a lot funner than I thought. Would come back again. 5 stars.
Well, after trying that park out, I could definitely say that it was a lot better than those reviews said.
After testing a lot of terrible reviews, I can truly say that just because someone leaves a bad review doesn't always make it true. And you shouldn't let a bad review scare you from having a good time. Subscribe and I'll test other parks.